Hello, my name is Grace, and this is my music story. So, this video was actually the first video ever taken of me singing, and I was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And this was kind of the first realization that not only I had, but my parents had, where singing was gonna be something that was gonna be in my future and something that I was gonna 100% be doing. So, through singing, I did acting also. This was the Youth Academy of Dramatic Arts. This was basically a play center where I kind of figured out, yes, like I love acting, but singing is ultimately like where I'm gonna be. This is my goal. This is what I want to do. And that's just how it's gonna go. So I decided that that very summer I was gonna get my first vocal coach. This is Dana Green. She was my first vocal coach ever. She really just inspired me to get out of my comfort zone and sing these songs that I didn't even know were in my range and just kind of overall shape me as an artist and someone who I really looked up to, inspired, and was super inspired to kind of have. Throughout the years, this is obviously me a couple years later. I was with her through this all. She would have me performing. These were kind of like little concerts, and just to kind of get me, up on my feet performing in front of people, because when I did finally get to that point where I was going to start performing, I needed to be ready. And this was my first big, huge audition. I auditioned for The Voice. This was such a good experience. It was one that really I kind of took, and I made it far in a couple of the rounds, but I overall needed to find who I was and kind of shape my overall sound and shape my appearance. The next audition I decided to willingly go on was American Idol. It was the same vibe in the way of, I needed to come back again, see what kind of person I needed to be, and who I am as an artist. These were kind of the same kind of questions and the same things that I kept hearing back. So I decided to go and work really hard. I learned the piano. It was super hard that I needed to learn to accompany myself and really get going with overall just knowing what to do and how to be an artist. And that was really what, playing the piano was going to do for me. So by playing the piano, I also started playing guitar. Guitar was something that, piano doesn't have. It's a different instrument. It really kind of, you can accompany yourself, and it's portable. You can take it places, and this was something that a lot of people that I saw even on auditions or just generally had that I didn't, and I needed to do everything in my power to do that. So this, again, is me right now I took multiple videos of myself. So I would post on all of my, Instagram, Twitter, all of my social media accounts to brand myself, to get myself out there so people, could hear me sing, could see this is what I did. My dad opened up a little recording studio in my garage, and I filmed myself, filmed me recording songs, even little humming songs. Just, I wasn't even writing songs at this point yet. This was just kind of me messing around, doing covers, putting everything really I could out there so people could hear me and finally know what I have. These were my notes in my phone. I literally screenshotted these. Every time I heard a song, I heard a melody, I heard words that meant something to me, I'd write them down in my phone. And it really helped me, start writing songs. This is really where it came down to me writing songs. I'd write my feelings, my experiences. These were my notebooks for the first songs I actually wrote in my career. These songs literally have such a meaning to me, but it was just the act of writing things down. It was almost like a therapy to me. I'm a very person who really can't share a lot of the things that I feel, so writing them down really helped me. Also, I needed my overall sound and my look. These artists not only are my favorite artists, but a lot of people who I've auditioned in front of, sang in front of, they say I sound very similar to these people. So finding things that, finding sounds that you are similar to, or people that you kind of share the same qualities, is literally what everybody needs to do. Finding your look. This is all kind of about, that goes along with your branding yourself. This was my first look. This was kind of just the cool, chill girl. I took multiple pictures, multiple kind of covers, and I sent them all around and see what the opinions I got. So this look wasn't the best. Then I kind of went for this beachy look, kind of a different album cover. What I really wanted to do was just try different things that really went to my personality. I live by the beach. I love the beach. This was another look that I kind of wanted to keep going on and kind of see if this would eventually be kind of the theme for my album cover. But then I finally picked this one. This was kind of just that, this is me. This is, it's black and white. It's kind of just like a bold like face, and it's very kind of eye-catching. A lot of the people that I worked with kind of helped me in doing this. I reached out to a lot of people, and that's kind of how I found these people to work with. And this kind of gives me, this is how I kind of got to writing and producing my first song. So Lodge Records, I have a friend named Garrett who owns Lodge Records, and they really helped me, build my sound and help me come out with my first song ever. It was actually the most amazing experience. This is actually me in the studio. I went in for my very, very first time. I went through the song one time. I already had it written. I knew what kind of vibe I wanted. I went in there. I told him exactly what I wanted, the sound. We wrote it in 2 hours. This was my very first song I ever wrote. I literally could get emotional. I had the chills. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I literally came out with it on iTunes. I literally came out with it on Spotify. This was my album cover that we decided on, obviously with the other pictures involved, but this is really how it all came down. I created this. We created this symbol, Grace Gold. This was kind of my stage name. And I ended up making a second song. This whole journey just really helped shape me as an artist, finding the artists that I resembled, finding the people that, overall were there for me and to help me, but overall believing in myself. And just throughout the journey, I never really thought that this was a fail or a good thing. This was just kind of I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna, go for it, and it happened like that. So really finding artists you aspire to kind of follow and shape your future really helps. And overall, just you believing in yourself is what's going to do the job. So thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.